Go ahead.
What's up, guys? I'm Tim from Sega Mod Shop here. Memorial Day weekend. We've got working on a bunch of machines. We got this 2017 XP 1000. We're gonna change the lowers out. This machine currently has UTV Giants set up on it. You can find them online. They're about less than 100 bucks. You can get them. This is my brother's machine. Some of the issues he's had that he doesn't like about is mainly fit and finish of this door setup on these lowers. Is he's had issues on both sides, driver and passenger side. It actually stripped the screw out right here from the flex. One of the issues is these skins are made for the 900 and 1000, so he's ran into some issues. You're supposed to repress this and stuff, a little bit more in-depth, I guess we call it fine tuning to get it onto your machine. We've had some major rubbing here. Both sides are showing it, which is not what you want on your machine, but it is what it is. When it fits and finishes, closes up, as you see, you got gapping. This doesn't quite line up. Even with pushing all the way up, like I said, it's already popped off there. So let's go. He's got the setup that he's going to try next. A little bit cheaper than the Polaris setup. As you guys know, the lowers and the filament on the panel in the back is going to push you about $350, $400 on the Polaris setup. This one comes from KEMIMOTO, K-E-M-I, Moto, off of Amazon. Run you about, today's dollar, about $1.50 for this set. And we're going to see how it goes. Biggest issue we've seen online is lack of instructions. So hopefully we can put these on for you guys and we'll take care of those issues. Let's see what comes with it, see if that's really a problem, and see if we can figure this out without any major issues. All right, first thing we open it up, there's the beautiful instructions. A little bit less than a Lego set by far. Pretty basic. Looks like about 7 steps and you can knock this thing out. So it should go pretty good. Got some material packaged in there. We'll go through that. Looks like here's one of your skins set up. Definitely heavier than the light aluminum on there. Plastic setup there. One of your filler panels. And then your other filler panel. And your other skin. So we'll go through it. Just take a quick look at it here, see what it looks like, if it's up to Polaris's quality on it. Definitely heavier, I would say probably like an ABS plastic of some sort. Already got seals around it. Looks pretty decent, a little creasing from shipping, but that's not to be unexpected. Already got a tube frame into it. To strengthen it, obviously it's flat black, so you have same issues you have with your machine if you're running it just naked like that, instead of having the graphics to keep it shiny. No inlay like the Polaris has, so you have to keep this coated with something to make it look like new. But let's get it started. We'll get it on there, get the old ones off, get the skins off, follow the instructions. We'll follow you through the steps and see where we're running into issues. All right, we got it all laid out here from everything inside the box. We'll go over some of the stuff here. We got the passenger side lower door skin and your back filler panel. They call it a bolster panel, so take it for what it is on that one. Driver side set up there. We got the little brackets to tie your lower door skins into your door that's already on there with the factory. We got a packet of screws that we'll use, and we got 6 of these U-shaped, which will go on the back here to fasten around your door structure that's already on the machine. So that's what it looks like. That's what it came in. Very basic setup. You don't need much to get it done. We're gonna go ahead and knock that other one off, and we'll go through these steps to get this onto your machine and see if we run into any issues. All right, we got the lower door skins off from UTV Giant, and we're gonna mock the new ones up from KEMIMOTO. And their first instructions are taking the skins off. So if you've never done it before on these machines, they're pretty basic. You would end up with 6. The screw's already missing, so we got 5 screws we got to take off on this machine. Very simple. T25 to knock these off. If you're trying to take something off that's not a T25, stop. That's not your door skin. That's your screws that actually hold your door on. So door skins comes off. Straightforward there. Let's talk about the hardware we got in our kit here that you're gonna use. You got it all laid out here for what you need. Got our bracket for the passenger side set up. 2 different screws. You're gonna get one's at M8 125, the other one's the number 14. You see different thread pitch. The steeper thread pitch is for going into the plastic. So M125 is what you're after for that setup. To do it, 6 M125s, 3 number 14s, and 1 bracket. All right, let's see if we can get this mocked up. We kind of did a test fit here, and I'll show you what we ran into right off the bat. So here's your lower door panel for your passenger side. You got your 2 holes there, slots. The UTV Giant went in there and had a normal clip that went in there. There's, right, get 'em here, there we go. Slide right in. This one lines up. Put the screw in there. And here's the problem we ran into as we were mocking this up. This hole there is not lined up right. We kind of closed it. It fits good on the bottom, so we're not going to try and cut the bottom out. We're actually going to adjust the top. Now, I'm not saying that yours you may have to cut the bottom. Every situation is different based on how they manufacture it. This particular one on this side is up where it needs to be. The bolt doesn't line up, so the slot's wrong. So you got a couple different options to knock this out. You can use a drill bit. It's terrible if you ever try to drill in the slotted hole. Not the best route to go. You can use a round file. Take your time and file it. We're going to use a die grinder with a deburring tool. We're just going to notch that out real quick to make it line up. Here's your bracket you got going on over here. You can see here, you're going to take your 2 screws in there, and then that's where your screws, your nuts on the back side are going to go up there. So we're going to go ahead and deburr that out, drill that hole to make it fit, mount this up, get it fitted, and we'll show you how it looks once we get our test fitted on there. All right, we got it all finished up here. Done, fit and finished where we want it to be. With this one, we'll show you a couple of the issues. Besides that screw right there, this wasn't quite lining up where we wanted to be, so we had to make a little adjustment to this one, put some pliers on it, make a little tweak. Down there, had to take the panel off to do it. Kind of sucked. Take the whole door off, put it back on, but it got a lot closer to the fit and finish where we wanted it to be to seal it up. Your back panel there, this is for the driver's side. Passenger side is permanently installed. I'm going to show you it right there. It's got a little cutout for the pipe to go into, and then your little clip bolts in. Pretty straightforward on that one. We got it all knocked out, closed up, sealed nice, and we will let you know after this weekend of riding if these are the door panels that you want to run on your machine. All right, follow up on it. After a weekend of riding, this is the side we adjusted. Just a little daylight in that corner, but kept all the water out tight the rest of the way. That's the side we didn't adjust. It came like that. Some little air gap. You can see a daylight around there. So that's how they worked. Better than the metal ones.